Hey, welcome back to another Black City coffee vlog. In this video we're going to be cupping some coffees today. Picked up some coffee from Buenas Coffee or Cafe. And the interesting thing that they had going on with this coffee was they had a Bellwether roasting system in there. Now if you hadn't heard of Bellwether, it's fully electric, ventless. I wonder how that works. Before I got my drum gas roasting coffee roaster, I saw this thing kind of like in beta. So I didn't know that this cafe actually roasts coffee like this. So I was totally blind coming into it. And that's what makes it exciting. So we have two coffees here. We're gonna try to do this blind. I kind of forget what was what there. And before we investigate any further about this machine, we're just gonna cup it, okay? Even though we know that it's a different machine, so hopefully that doesn't really affect, how we're tasting the coffee today. We're just going to be trying to see if there's any difference, right? I really doubt it, but it'll be a fun little experiment to do. Otherwise, it was just going to be a regular old cupping video. But the fact that they roast this on a fully electric machine that doesn't deal with smoke in the same way and doesn't possibly roast the coffee in the same way, we're going to find out. So we're going to stop assuming and we're just going to taste this coffee. I didn't hit the timer, so that was probably a little bit later. They say light roast and it actually is what it is. Alright, 6, almost 7 minutes in. Alright, first impressions. This one, whatever this one is, tastes like a typical light roasted natural processed coffee. It's got that really strong ferment note in there. I'm getting a Fuji apple ferment, so sweeter than a green, but not so dull as a red. And yeah, that natural kind of like ferment note. Really strong in here. The body is thicker than this one. This one, I got a sweet, caramel, red fruit, Dutch apple pie. Thin tea-like body though, so thinner. Clean. Taste. I think I'm actually leaning towards this in terms of like something that you would drink all day long. And this is kind of a little bit more head turner, something more exciting, and maybe something that you'd have maybe once throughout the day, but maybe not twice. There are those coffees that you can just have all day long. It just hits that spot for you, I think, in terms of like fulfilling the coffee, hole that you have. And then there's one, you have them special ones, when you don't have a special meal every single day. So that one's the special one. This is like the all day one for sure. Just because one is sweeter and one is just more head turning, more interesting, more different, more unique. Both are really good. And really both are very sweet and very balanced, and I don't see any issue or weirdness you would get from this type of roast or roaster machine versus like a drum one. I wonder how it would handle medium to dark roast, because I often feel that a light roast is easier to accomplish than a dark roast, for me anyway. Just because you have to maintain coarse for a lot longer. Both are really fantastic though. Really special. This bag I think is priced at like, one of them is priced at like 25, one is priced at like 21, 22. So high-end coffee, upscale coffee. Nothing particularly crazy with the packaging or anything like that. Everything is going into the roast quality and the green quality in terms of what you're paying for here. And it's very good. I'd say like this is comparable to, you know, in terms of like green quality, my Three Palms. And this is probably comparable to like, say, the Don Vic that I had from Colombia. So not Mr. Cotto, not Tiger Claw. Like in terms of green quality, that is below these types of coffee. And you can taste that. And that's why the price is different, you know. All right, let's go to the computer, check these guys out. We have our notes here. We'll take this with us. We're going to investigate this roaster. Some of you guys are asking me about, one of you just text me in the DM saying, my ideal roaster is 100% electric. And I was like, have you heard of this? The Bellwether roaster? Now that they're not in beta, and actually people are endorsing this coffee, I think James Hoffman's on their website, for crying out loud, so I think they're well on their way to becoming successful coffee roaster. But let's go check it out. Let's investigate. I wanted to do this before doing that, so let's go do that. Okay, we are at the computer, and I pulled up the Bellwether coffee system here. Let's take a look at the roaster. It's like a high-tech refrigerator. They're on Series 2 already. Okay. Roast 6 pounds at a time. So it's what, like a 4 kilo roaster. 3 roasts per hour, 2 minutes of labor. Simple automated operation. Touchscreen. No experience required. Simply select a coffee and digital roast profile to begin roasting. Wow, it's like a big-ass Ikawa. Adaptive closed-loop system. Our adaptive closed-loop system provides superior consistency. Definitely tastes consistent and looks consistent. The beans are like perfect. And the most precise thermal control of any commercial roaster. Oh, wow. Ooh, you get to see little roast curves. Looks good. Holy crap. All right, let's see. Compared to my gas roaster, no expertise required. Wow, lowest carbon footprint, fresh on-demand roasting, lowest cost per pound, and labor, consistency, no construction or permits. Hey, that is nice. Yo, how much is this thing? They don't tell you. Retail roasted coffee. How much is it? The future is electric. But this is very cool. And the fact that you don't have to vent it and you don't have to possibly get a permit for it, that is, I think, its best selling point. Because that was the most annoying thing that came up when I was looking for a facility, when I was serious about it. It was just, a big fat wall. Let's listen to James Hoffman's speech. Oh, I never watched this video.
Today, we're going to roast coffee with sunlight. Now, I know when you're using electricity, you can get it from anywhere. And so that's why I wanted to see how viable something like solar was. All that kind of stuff. And once it reaches preheat temperature, as long as there's coffee in the hopper, then it'll start roasting. We should put some coffee in the hopper.
Oh, cool.
It has begun.
It's a drum.
I do nothing for like...
It's a big Ikawa.
Speed. How quickly batch 2 complete. So I just did a quick check after the second batch, and for the roasting process, from the start where the coffee goes in until it comes out roasted, it used around about 0.3 kilowatts.
It's a drum.
We've got 15 kilos.
But how does it heat? It electric coil, drum, preheating. He doesn't weigh it, he just fills it. I wonder if you can use other coffees that are outside of the Bellwether profiling system to still roast coffee. I'm sure you could, and you just select, oh, you want this light, medium, dark, and then it's like Ikawa, where if I roast non-Ikawa green, that is not registered within Ikawa, and it can't roast it as well as a documented profile. I think you limit yourself in terms of green selection, I'm guessing. Even though these two are fantastic. But I'm glad to see like my light roast match this light roast. Could you do it? Yes. Should you do it? Another question. All right. Okay. I don't care about the freaking electric versus gas thing. That's annoying to me. What I do like is that you're not going to have to vent it. And how does that work? And you don't have to get a permit for it. Like that right there. You don't have to sell me anything else, if anything. But I'm guessing you'd have to go through them and go through their green source, which I think is pretty legit. Like if you look at their green. So this Gasharu Natural, December 2022. So I guess that's when it was harvested, okay? So that's great. If you can see a harvest date, that's great. Those are the green flags I like. Raspberry jam, maple, dark chocolate. All right, let's see. 60 kilo bag is 800. That's $6.40 a pound. Not bad. And then if you get a box, what's a box? 24 pounds. And that's about 40 kilo. Okay, that's a good price. I would wonder how much shipping is, that's all. This is a good price for what it tastes like. It's very good. Natural processed coffee is 17 to 2100 Bourbon. Oh, so this is what, like, just the name? I thought that was the varietal. The cultivar is Bourbon. Okay. Oh, it's the company. Okay. Gasharu Coffee Company was started by Celeste in 1970, spending all... Okay. Cool, okay. I like this. These are really nice. These are really nice originals. I like it. I liked it a lot. It's very interesting. I'd say 86, 87 scoring coffee for a box. Yeah. This is a good green. I wouldn't mind buying this. I wonder how many. It's shipping from Alameda. Okay. How much would that be? So they have an annex, or they call it annex, or they had like a place where they ship these out from in Alameda. Where's Alameda again? Oh, okay, Oakland. All right, not near me. Never mind. All right, so that may be, it'll only take maybe 2 days to get to me. Shipping would maybe be like $60 to $75 USPS priority. Okay, yeah, this is not a bad price at all. Oh, this is that Peru. Okay, yeah, that was 86 maybe, I would guess. Nobody's scoring this coffee, but it tasted to me like an 86. I was like, yeah, I would say it's an 86, 85, 86. Okay, and then this one, oh wait, Charum Pampa. I read about the Gasharu, so that's a different company, and then the Charupampa, harvested December 2022, Madagascar vanilla, creme brulee, pear. All right, a little bit less, yeah, that makes sense. And if you go for 40 kilo bag, 130 a box. Very good price. This is like an 85 point coffee, I'd guess. Very tasty. And fresh. The harvest is fresh. So yeah, less than a year old. And, you know, and you taste that. I think I taste it. I can taste it. It's very fresh. Really good coffee. I think you can take this into medium territory as well. That'd be very good. Both of them could be very good. They both differ on that ferment note. This one's washed, yes, so it tasted cleaner, like I said in the video. And Caturra, Pache, Tipica, high dense coffee. Very good. Really good green quality. So I wouldn't be too hung up on being like, if that was the case, if I went with the Bellwether, and I'd have to use their green because that's the profiles that are logged in unless you had some manual control. Let's read a little bit. Yeah, I can't tell. I couldn't tell in the taste. At some point, I started burning gas. Don't give me that. Decentralized roasting brings benefits to. What's nice too, say if you want doing a business, what's also great is that, you know, you don't have to have a freaking master roaster running your business and roasting coffee. Another really, really great benefit. So, I wonder how much it is. It's got to be expensive. I mean, it's all expensive. This sounds like I could learn more and I could really dive in deep, but already it's piqued my interest in terms of being, yeah, like in this scenario, roasting your own coffee. So you have control over your coffee source and what you sell and what you produce, and you can call it your own coffee as well. I just want to know how much it is. I believe it's 80 grand for a new one outright. Okay. Well, I'm comparing that to like a 23 kilo. Like those roasters that are like, I don't know, 25 kilo, 23 kilo, 26 kilo. And they're like $150,000 or something. Yeah, it's pretty expensive. All right, let's just call it 80K. 80K plus your 100K bare bones minimum cafe and little roastery combined. You do maybe some online sales, maybe some like low-key roasting, and they've partnered with Bellwether, so that means they share profit with Bellwether. Yeah, because it's so hard here in California. Well, I don't know how long they've been open. 3,000 followers. I think they're really, really new. Okay, well. Alrighty. Well, they make good coffee. Can't lie about that. The cost, I don't know if it's justified. The thought alone of not having a permit, not having to worry about smoke, I would have to do a little bit more investigation on how that all works out. I think my computer is quite slow, having recording at the same time. But that is very, very attractive. And they have great green quality. The cost is quite high. But James Hoffman said it best. It's good to know what's possible. Yeah, I agree. Okay. Interesting. Really good. Hey, I got really good coffees to drink throughout the week now. All right, we'll see you in the next one.